Mohammed says, and I have edited this a bit to make it more clear, can you tell me the meaning of to take something in stride and explain what stride means? So yes, I believe I can. The simple meaning of this is when you face a difficulty, a setback, a major disaster in your life, a disappointment, pain, awful news. It's a negative thing, not a positive thing. Some big negative thing. You don't let it trip you up. Now, if something trips you up, it makes you stumble and fall, right? So if something makes you stumble and fall in life, what does that mean? Maybe you become depressed. Maybe you quit my job. Maybe things happen in your life that are bad because of this bad thing. So a bad thing happens and it causes you to have some emotional problems, psychological problems, life problems. It causes you to do something irrational. It causes you to have other problems caused by the problem that originally happened, or the negative thing that happened, the bad thing that happened, the sad thing that happened, the disaster that happened, right? So let's say we're talking about, and let's just make this very general, right? A diagnosis of a disease. Let's invent a disease. Let's say there's a disease called, the disease is called live stream EO itchy nose itis. Itis. Just do ITIS. Okay. Live stream EO itchy nose itis. Seems like earlier today I had kind of a itchy nose in a live stream. Okay. So I make up a disease because it makes it easier. Okay. So there's this disease that people get. And I go to the hospital, I find out I have it. The doctor tells me. Now, what's the possible outcome of this? When I find out I have it, I could go, oh no, I have this disease, and it causes me great anxiety and anguish and problems in my life. Right? I stop hanging out with my friends. I become emotionally upset about everything, right? So, I have not taken this in stride. To take something in stride is to not allow it to affect you negatively, to not be messed up by these things. Maybe it's a financial disaster. Okay, let's say you lose $100,000. You saved $100,000. It took you a long time to save it, right? You save it, and then you lose your identity theft. Something like that happens. Something awful. You lose it. Now, do you say, oh, no, I lost all my money. I'm going to just go live on the street and be depressed for 10 years? No. You take it in stride. Okay, it happened. Let's move forward. Let's see what I can do. Take it in stride. Take it in stride. That's what it means. Now, what is this stride part then? What is the meaning of stride? Well, let's go back to that. So here, saying stride is about how you walk. One step is a stride. If someone has a long stride, they say we have long steps. You stretch your foot kind of far forward. Short strides, like that. We use stride for horses, striding down the street, a person walking down the street in sort of a confident way. So if you take it in stride, it's like a tomato hits you in your face as you walk down the street, and as the tomato hits you, just kind of, oh, I got hit by a tomato, and keep going, right? But if the tomato hits you in the face and you go, you threw a tomato at me, right? That's not taking it in stride. So hopefully that makes it clear. It's kind of based on the idea of walking and then not being maybe negatively affected, yes, but not allowing that to mess up your whole life is to take something in stride. And it could be simple as feedback, right? sometimes when people get feedback, well, I thought that the sentences were not clear, you didn't use correct punctuation, and then someone just completely says, all right, I give up. I won't learn English anymore. I quit. I won't do it. Oh, wow. You really did not take that feedback in stride. But if you say, oh, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll work on my punctuation, and I'll change this about how I make sentences. Thank you for the feedback. I appreciate it. So, well, you really took that in stride. You took it very well, and you're now using it to your advantage. That's generally how it's used. That's how it works. So hopefully, Mohammed, that makes sense. Hopefully that's clear. It's a good question. Guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe so that you can see future videos. Also, don't forget to check out my full English courses. If you're serious about improving your English, check those out. That's in the links in the description.